Hello everyone, I am Chris Sun. I'm the lead engineer for go-to group product called JaM, which is a bridge between HP Quality Center and the Jira. Today I'm here to do a demo so that you can understand the functionality of this product better. JaM can synchronize between Jira and the Quality Center the defects, requirements, and the test cases. We can synchronize all of them. Some of you might wonder why the name is JaM. J stands for Jira, M actually stands for Mercury Interactive, which is the name of this product before HP acquired it in 2006. We like this name just because one reason is it bespeaks the long history of this product over the past 6-7 years, and in the past 7 years we have hundreds of customers who are very happy with this product. So that's a little bit history of the product. JaM consists of two components. One is a Jira plugin. The other is actually a SOAP service web application that's hosted by JBoss, and that part has to be installed on Windows Server. You can see here HPAM QC SOAP service. That's the SOAP service I'm talking about. The reason we need this as a separate module is because we talk to HP Quality Center through the OTA client.dll. This gives us more functionality than the HP synchronizer. For example, it allows us to instantaneously synchronize from Jira to Quality Center, and it also gives us full access to the test case and test lab module, which the HP synchronizer doesn't give us. So let me show you a diagram. So basically this is a Quality Center, this is a Jira, here this is a Jira plugin that's residing on Jira, and Jira can be on any operating system. And this is the SOAP service. It's on a Windows box. If your QC is on Windows, this can be on the same machine that QC is. And the SOAP service is talking to QC through the OTC client.dll provided by HP Quality Center. One beneficial effect of this bridge is that we offer you the integrated workflow to enable the developers that use the Jira and the quality assurance team that uses Quality Center to work together. For example, in this integrated workflow, say the QC team can create a ticket, a defect, and set it to new, and then you can configure JaM so that when the ticket's status is turned to open, for example, after the QA team lead verify that this is a valid defect, then the open status update would trigger a new issue ticket, new Jira ticket to be created, and then that ticket would be assigned to some team lead, and the team lead would assign to some specific developer, and then after that issue is resolved, the status will get transferred to Quality Center, and then the tester will go ahead, test it, and set it to closed, and then that will automatically close the ticket in Jira. Or if the ticket was not fixed properly and it will go back to open status, and more fixes would have to be done by the developer. Let's take a look at the high-level configuration, because that will give you some idea of how you can control JaM. And I'm currently using, I'm sorry, the font is really small here. I'm currently using JaM Jira version 5.2.11 and JaM 7.1.1. As we speak, last week Jira 6 came out, and we actually, on our website, we have JaM 8.0.1 that supports Jira 6. This is the main GUI of JaM. You can see that the configuration is organized by Mercury.property file. Each Mercury property file can replicate one QC entity type. It's either defect, requirement, or test cases. Let's go through the pages just so that we can see what we enter here. Here, the first URL is a QC SOAP service URL. So this is a SOAP service that I mentioned before. This is the quality center URL. And here you enter a quality center username and password. And very big advantage is that with one username of quality center, you can open up all the contents of quality center to Jira, unlimited Jira users. Excuse me. I have to add that this user need to be either TD admin or have TD project manager right for the project you're interested in, and I will tell you the reason why later. This is a project mapping page. You can have Jira projects that are mapped to quality center project. Right now I have bi-directional one Jira project to one quality center project. Here is the direction from Jira to QC. This is from direction QC to Jira. You can add more here. And this is a list of all the Jira projects, and this is a list of all the quality center domain and the projects. The reason that we ask you to have at least TD admin rights is because we need that right to pull the list of all QC domains and projects. You can actually, here I have one Jira project mapped to one quality center project. You can actually have multiple Jira project mapped to one quality center project. And of course, you can have multiple entries of Jira project mapped to another Jira project. For example, I can have JTA, JTB mapped to both JTA and JTB, both these Jira project mapped to the same quality center project. And of course I can have multiple entries of a Jira project mapped to a quality center project. This is another configuration page. What I need to mention is that on quality center side, you need to add a custom field called Jira ID, and that you need to add it here for all the entries you're interested in replicating. They can be requirement, test cases, or defects. So this is my Jira ID here. So that's what's pulled into here. Basically, you're telling Jira that this is a field in Quality Center that we are going to use to write the Jira ID. Here, sync issue type. this is the issue types that you're interested in replication. Common date format, this is only for users that don't use the standard American time format. Log custom field, you can actually select custom field you created. Say, let's call it JaM log, and then you select that and put that in the screen, and we will display error messages when they show up. The last page is a very interesting page because this is a field mapping page. Basically, we're replicating all these fields that you have selected. And also you notice that besides field mapping, there are some value mapping here. So for status, you have Jira value open and it's mapped to quality center new, and Jira value in progress mapped to quality center open, etc. This is how you add another field. You pick from here. This here will list all Jira custom and system fields, and also here will list all quality center custom and this system fields. These are the types, and regarding direction, we can have a multi-direction or QC to Jira or Jira to QC. So let's look at test cases. These are very similar to defects, except this page here you select the test case issue type. Since I don't have test case issue type on my machine, I create my own JaM test case type. And here, it lists all the test case subfolders. If you have a lot, I suggest that you pick the subfolder. The reason I will tell you later. All the rest are pretty much the same. Here is a field mapping page too. Okay, now let's watch JaM in action. Let's create an issue. It can be defect, can be test cases, it can be user story requirements. Let's create a test case. Defect. As you can see here, we pulled all the requirements configured, and we pulled all the test cases. And this is how we allow you that when you create a defect in Jira, that we allow you to link it to test cases and requirements in Quality Center. Let's try this. So you can see that there are extra 2 tabs here. One is the QC defect info, one is the QC test cases info. The QC defect info is here because we created this defect and replicated it to Quality Center. Let me go back. You can see this is a newly replicated defect. And you can see that there is a link here. And that is linked to this test cases that I selected from the Jira side. Also, you can from here. Oh, okay, not this one. Since this is a linked test case, you can see these are that test case's steps. Test case number 3. Let's find them. Which one? That's this one. Design steps. And you can see that these steps are replicated to the Jira side. The good thing about this is when user on Jira side is viewing the defect, he would have access to the linked test cases and the linked test deck that created this defect. And that is very useful. Also, you can see that the last executed status of the test cases is here, which allow the user to see. Also, for this, not this one, sorry. What's, okay. Never mind. This is an earlier canned requirement that I created just to show you some other features of JaM. This new feature, okay, this is a new feature. It's replicated to Quality Center, and because of that, there is this requirement tab, and you can see that its requirement ID on Quality Center is 24. If you default a browser as the Internet Explorer, this is actually a hyperlink. You can click on that. So it took me to here. You can see that this is the requirement that's replicated to Quality Center, and from here you can see this Quality Center requirement is linked to this defect and this test cases, and which are being shown here as being linked to this defect and this test cases. As you can see that again, all the test case steps are here. Last thing I want to show you is to show you the workflow between Jira and the Quality Center. What is the last defect I created? 165, okay. So right now it's in open status. Let's start progress. Let me refresh it on this side. So you see that the new status has turned into open. And also you can see that any change that happens on Jira side, it's replicated to Quality Center side instantaneously. From Quality Center side, the changes will get reflected in Jira in a minute, because that's how often we run the service from Jira to power the changes on the Quality Center side. Open. Let me set this to fixed. Well, I don't want to wait for the 1 minute during the demo, so I am just going to force it. Hi. So after I set it to fix here and I force the replication, you can see here that the status has turned to resolved for this ticket. Now say I want to close. And you can see here it turned into closed. The last thing I want to show you is that the comparison between the HP synchronizer and our version of JaM. We used to have a JaM that does not use the soap service but uses the HP synchronizer, but eventually we discontinued that. The reason is this. HP synchronizer, the polling interval bidirectionally is 5 minutes. But for quality center, for our current JaM that uses a soap service, the polling interval from QC to JIRA is 1 minute, and from JIRA to QC there is no interval at all. The data is always kept integrated because any change you make on JIRA side we immediately push to quality center side. Another big disadvantage of HP synchronizer is that you can only get requirement defects information. It does not expose the test case interface at all. And for our soap service, you can access requirements, defects, and test cases. That's all I want to cover today for the JaM demo, and welcome to visit our website, and thank you for your time and patience.